Hello everybody, welcome to 1945 in the American Heritage Museum in beautiful Hudson, Mass. Once again, we are here for a Pacific War event. Things are wrapping up, pretty much coming to an end in Germany. But we are not done dealing with the Japanese, and that is what we are dealing with today. Got the encampment going here. American and Japanese forces. Look at this, they've got planes out. Check it out. This gentleman here is a veteran of World War II. Noah got to meet him and get pictures and talk to him yesterday. I always urge Noah, I tell him, you know, I would do anything for a moment with my guys from the Rev War. So when you see one of your guys, which they're all of our guys, but just saying, this is his passion. Similar to my passion for the 18th century. I tell him, when you see one, never give up the opportunity to shake their hand, thank them, get a picture, hear their stories. All right, signage says this is the Douglas SBD-5 Dauntless. Arguably the most successful bomber aircraft ever produced for the U.S. Navy, sinking more ships in the Pacific Theater of World War II than any other aircraft. Dang, that is cool. Let's go see what this one is. It's cute. I have no idea where my kid is, by the way. This is a Cessna Bobcat. I've been in Cessnas. Used throughout World War II due to its wide variety of roles, made primarily out of tubular steel and wood and covered in fabric. Lightweight, easy to repair, easy to work on. No, that is gorgeous. It's always awesome to see all these guys out here having fun and presenting history in such a cool way. This here is the Avenger, and it says the first flight of Avenger took place August 1941, only months before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. So great visual here to bring the whole story together. Combat debut is at Midway in 1942. 6 Avengers from Midway Island attacked the Japanese carrier strike force. But only one bullet-riddled Avenger made it home to Midway. Ugh. None of these scored hits on the Japanese ships. Despite this disappointing action at Midway, the Avenger served as the U.S. Navy's primary torpedo bomber. Wow. Alright, I am here at the 43rd Infantry Division. What?
118th Medical.
118th Medical, and I found my child, who is a hot tamale. They're all dying. Here's Henry dying. Hey, Henry. Don't die, honey. And they've got some really gross looking stuff over here, which I'm totally going to look at because I love gross stuff. I like the bloody gauze. I mean, they are a medical unit, so there you have it. We've got a switchboard here, and Noah just said a switchboard for talking to people. No, really? Oh my gosh. Communicator. Their lovely dwelling. Noah camped out last night, so him along with everybody else, they're extremely tired. Love looking at the setups here. These guys are being goofballs. I think everybody's delirious. This is my new friend, and it's funny because we're sitting here talking shop about the Rev War. Mason, my new buddy, portrays Nathan Hale over in Coventry at the Nathan Hale Homestead. So, of course, Noah made the introduction. I was like, oh my gosh, Nathan Hale. So, we're talking that shop. But who are you portraying here today at the American Heritage Museum for the Battle of the Pacific? Okinawa.
So we portray the 43rd Infantry Division, which is my grandfather's unit.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so I wear dog tags that resemble my grandfather's unit, my grandfather. And so I like to portray my grandfather at these events and live vicariously through him.
That's so cool.
And preserve the history of all the men who fought with him and fallen friends and fallen heroes. And just keep their stories alive.
I love that. That's what this is all about. Whether it's the Rev War, World War II, that's all. We had the greatest generation, but they came from a different time that, it's all connected. They're kind of fighting for the same thing.
Exactly.
Love that.
All in the fight for freedom and peace.
It is. Liberty, man. It's
exactly.
That's incredible.
It's an unbelievable story all these guys had to go through, and all of them had very unique and different experiences. And for everybody that is able to go and see the few veterans that are left, it's very important because we want to hear their stories, and they need to be able to pass down their stories.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, it's if we don't learn history, we're doomed to repeat it.
So I end all my videos with Patrick Henry, who said, "I know no way of judging the future but by the past." So that's kind of my like credo. So you just hit the nail on the head there.
Here to show what happened.
Yeah.
You know, like it may not be as perfect as, like a movie, but we're giving you a snippet of what it may have been like.
That's right.
Because obviously we're not gonna be able to go out there and do exactly what
Right.
they did, but we're learning and we're constantly training for these events to make it look as real as possible, while also being extremely safe about it.
And bringing it to life for the public. And some who you're going to get everything. You get people who are very much in the know, history nerds like us, and you get people who are just checking you out for the first time. And again, it's kind of that no matter where you are on the historic timeline of American history, you can bring it to life through these ways. And I know for me, I really appreciate all reenactors. And I always tell people, you World War II guys are like the greatest, like the best, just cool dudes, and we love it. So thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Awesome.
I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Plus these guys, they're all sweating and trying not to vanquish in the sun. Too many MREs and sun and not enough water can upset the system. We're entering the Japanese camp. This is cool. Is it weird that I'm mildly uncomfortable?
Japanese motorcycle.
Oh, that's so cool. April 1st, 1945 invasion of Okinawa was the largest amphibious assault in the Pacific during World War II. Oh, this is kind of eerily real. Brutal initial invasion would turn into a full-on battle that would last 3 months. Amazing. Wow, that's so cool.
Thank you for your presence.
Cutest little thing I've ever seen in a foxhole. Hi! Look at that. That is so cool. Something you don't see every day. That is for darn sure. And if we're in real time, it's like I said, things have wound down in Germany, and now we're kind of wrapping things up with some big nasty battles here. Mustache Man is already dead. He at this point had killed himself, allegedly, or whatever happened to him. There's a picture of a body, so he's out of Brazil, out of the picture, and we're dealing with all this now. So it's really cool that the Heritage Museum decided to take this on and portray this battle here today. It's crucial and affected generations, so it's awesome that it's being portrayed. We'll again put a link in the description to the events here at the beautiful American Heritage Museum. They've got tons of stuff going on all throughout the year, and it is a wonderful organization. The Collings family, great folks who just want to uphold America and remember the veterans and tell their stories, and that's what we are all about. I love it, and they really do quality programming here, so make sure you guys check it out. Even if you're not one of my peeps from the area and you live far away but you love this stuff, it'd be worth a trip. Come to New England, visit, check out all the places I've taken you to, and definitely do not miss the American Heritage Museum. Great folks here. It's a place that I feel good about coming to and supporting. They offer memberships. Wink wink, just saying. Great people, great cause. And there's nothing better than soaking up the vibes, as I say. Head on to the big hangar here. And during these events, it's one of the special times where you can check out all 3 museums, the main museum, the airplane museum, and the car museum. I will also link other videos from other events here in the description so you guys can see, if you missed those, what I'm talking about. And they've got all kinds of cool stuff. It's not just World War II. They've got, as we go around here, you'll see all kinds of different things. I don't ever remember seeing this, and I'll tell you what, just looking at it, if ever something was going to be turned into some kind of a like steampunk time machine, I say fire this baby up and take me to 1775. Yes, please. Originally made in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Waynesboro, of course, named after General Mad Anthony Wayne of the Rev War. See? It's all connected. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Creepy and cool. A freaking German U-boat. Type 7 U-boat. Created the first practical tactical. I love that. Practical and tactical submarine during World War I. And these early designs sank nearly 13 million tons of Allied material. That is why I am saying this is creepy. It was not good. Listen, my grandfather was a merchant marine in World War II. I think I've told you guys that. And he was on a ship, only a handful of survivors. He was rescued off the Atlantic by Norwegians, of all people. And hurdy hoo, we are so thankful for that. But these damn U-boats took more of our boys out. I'll tell you what, not good. Further, it says, during World War II, U-boats sank approximately 2,779 ships for a total of 14.1 million tons of battle in the Atlantic. Oh, creepy. So you can come here and get up close and personal with all these beauties. This is a Vietnam era helicopter. They were crucial to that conflict. Getting in and out of the jungle and the cities in a hurry. Getting supplies. Wowzers. Another great thing, in addition to all the great programming, is they are always updating, acquiring new things for the museum. Noah said they've got a couple new things in addition to the things we saw in the hangar. So we're gonna go in, catch some lovely air conditioning and check it out. And pro tip, if you guys do come in the summer months, bring a hat, sunblock, water. They do have food trucks and stuff for sale.
War clouds are gathering across the world. Within years, machines that Germany claims are simply tractors. Among the so-called tractors is the Panzer I. In reality, the Panzer I is a light tank, crewed by a driver and a commander.
Hey, mustache man, your days are numbered. So when you come in, you can do the introductory 4D show experience that explains what the museum is about and kind of a prelude to our history of conflicts and veterans. And it kind of spits you in that room we were just in that talks about the progression of the war and the ultimate fall of Hitler and the Japanese getting involved, so that was timely. Again, I have more details about this in some of my other videos, so we're gonna go down now onto the floor level and check out all the cool tanks and weaponry and stuff like that. And we're not gonna go too deep on all this today because I do have other videos about it, and this is a place that I kind of feel I live in. I'm here all the time. But just kind of an overview and see what else is new today. A lot of this is about D-Day, and you can kind of follow a timeline here, walking you through the events of the war. Not just this war, as you see, it'll take us through other conflicts as well, Korea, Vietnam, and modern day war on terror. Inside here, what's known as Churchill's Crocodile, this crazy looking tank here, peeking inside. Flame-throwing tank. I cannot imagine a flamethrower from this bad boy in my face. Frightening, as it should have been. Nazis, I just hate them. To the exhibit, we're not sure. You know, they're always beautifying and perfecting things here, and it's hard to remember what exactly is brand new, but this may be the anti-aircraft gun used by the Germans. And I always say it, but if you guys are adult Disney fans like us and frequent Disneyland, you will know the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, the Indiana Jones adventure attraction in Adventureland at Disneyland, and these ride vehicles, well, their ride vehicles are modeled after this. Looks very, very similar. kind of want to hop on in and go for an adventure. Of course, the adventures at Disneyland, a lot safer of an environment than they would have been in real life. In real life, there's no joking about any of this. And in actuality, it's called a half track. Come to the exhibits that are very personally difficult for me. Usually I kind of just walk on by because I just can't. It's so crucial that this is here though, and I'm so grateful that they have expanded this to raise understanding and let people know it's a thing that happened. Personally affected my family, and it can never happen again. Though there is sentiment brewing, sadly, these days, there's some folks who would like it to happen again, and we can't let that happen.
Nazi officials gathered to discuss, quote, the final solution of the Jewish question. And their plan, use the powers of the German Jews to killing centers located throughout Poland as death camps. There were over 40,000 work camps all over Europe, where prisoners were used for slave labor and often worked to death. This required significant coordination and cooperation of many government agencies. Many were moved on freight cars like this one. This rail car would have carried freight, military equipment, livestock, and up to 40 soldiers being moved to and from the front lines. During deportations, often more than 100 people were forced into a single boxcar.
Guys, see, I just can't do it. Can't do that stuff. But it's so important because all of this, you know, we got rid of that, and it's part of why. So it's also why it's the greatest generation, and I'm so appreciative of the people who fought in that, the people who continue to portray our guys and our allies who, you know, beat the evilest of the evil. And here I am today, able to be free and tell you guys and bring you the story, live my life, raise a family, and hopefully never have to deal with anything like that ever again. Wow. Okay. Additionally, I didn't realize they were doing this. They have a virtual reality session you can sign up for based upon the Holocaust. There is no way that I am doing that. It's amazing. Whoever decided to do this, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't do it, but thank you. Now this brings us to the events of today and what is being portrayed outside. The war in the Pacific. And specifically, the Battle of Okinawa, April 1st to June 21st is what the guys out and ladies outside are reenacting today. So that is what we saw. Very crucial moment in the history of the world. Tremendous loss of life during the Battle of Okinawa. On a much lighter note, they're doing a giveaway here. You guys come visit. You can win a Jeep. Got some information from the lovely docents. It would probably be way too upsetting for me and also cause me vertigo, but we're gonna go in and just take a look real quick at the space so I can show you guys, and this is some information on it. Okay, so this is what the space looks like, and they have moved this in here. So I just wanted to show you guys real quickly. They are getting ready to do another showing right now, so I gotta zoom out, but yeah. It follows the story of a woman whose family was caught up in all of this. Her father was already, I think, in New York. All of this really hits home. And he was going to get her later, and it was too late, and they took her. She did lie and say that she was 15, even though she was 13. That's this gal here. So they sent her to a work camp, and that's how she survived. But the rest of her family that was there, besides her father, who was in America, did pass away. And so this is her story, and it kind of walks you through the experience. And I can tell you right now, there is no way in Hades I could do that without losing it. So, but again, so grateful that it's here. You guys want to do tank rides? That's another thing that they offer, always at the events and other times throughout too. It all goes to the museum and to supporting, but they do authentic tank rides here, which is super fun. And here are some examples of the tanks you can pay to ride on. Here we are at the Korean War. So just as people were getting back to normal life after World War II, boom, Korea spiked off. Plenty of guys ended up serving in both conflicts, which huge strain on your soul and on your family life and on the country. And we come to the Vietnam War. This signage actually talking about Jane Fonda and her infamous take on things during the Vietnam War. Between you and me, I'd like to slap that woman. Not a nice person. Here's another very sad. I think I took you guys in here last time, but this is a recreation of a prisoner of war camp. Here at the Hanoi Hilton, as they called it, this is pretty much what you would get. A bar of soap, a toothbrush, and here was your outfit. Very little food, not cleanly conditions. Some cases they were tortured. People died of disease and starvation. Very sad.
You live or die. Because if they heard you make a sound outside of your cell, they'd come in and beat you up.
That indeed was their philosophy, to separate the prisoners, put a lot of guards on us so we wouldn't talk to each other, and therefore become more manipulative into their propaganda.
Oh, the psychological warfare would have been
There was one sound
horrible
that
alone.
could drive fear through the heart of every POW. It was unspoken, you didn't have to describe it. It was the sound of keys jangling from the turnkey in the middle of the night.
Every time a damn guard would walk down a cell block and rattle his key, 8 to 10 cells would break out in sweat.
Somebody is going to be dragged out and tortured, and you don't know if it's going to be you.
It's so important to remember all of these stories. Make sure that future generations don't forget what humanity has gone through and what our boys specifically and what our country has been through. And that is what I love about this place. Really exists to uphold the American story, and oftentimes through the eyes of soldiers. And where would we be without them? Here you have more current wars on terror. But you know, these things are all connected. It's going back to our foundation, back to the raid on Fort William and Mary, getting the gunpowder for ourselves, taking down that British flag. No matter who the oppressor is, we fight it. It's really the story of liberty. This museum could be called the Museum of Liberty equally and hold the same connotation as any place that tells part of the American story. It's all intertwined. A hero then is a hero now. And it's under that same spirit that these amazing men and women have operated and endured and survived no matter what the difficult circumstances have been. That's why when you tell these stories and when you see a veteran, say thank you, give them a hug or a high five or a thumbs up. Read about this stuff, keep the stories alive, tell them to your children. You should never be ashamed or put your head down if you're an American. It's amazing, amazing place, a gift and a blessing to be here. And if for no other reason, we have many reasons, but if for no other reason, our American heritage, like the name of the museum and what these boys did. It's amazing. Really, we're the best of the best. If I need to get deep, I definitely can. And this place always gets me right in the feels. Very easy for me to reflect while I'm here and remember what's important. Another reason I highly suggest visiting this amazing museum, and come check it out when there's an event going on. Talk to people because people are really awesome and nice, and you will definitely learn something. Sometimes I just wish General Washington was here to fully know what he did when he came on July 3rd, 1775 to Cambridge and founded our Continental Army. Look at all this. Look at what we have done across the world to bring peace and liberty to different people. It's amazing. Yeah, it's the Spawn. It's actually an M1A1 Abrams battle tank. I'm sure that plenty of you recently serving or currently serving have ridden in one of these. And if you have, thank you so much. I say thank you. It never feels like enough. Personally, why I've dedicated my life to telling these stories. Again, from General Washington, July 3rd at Cambridge to now. Our heritage is amazing. And sometimes a simple thank you is all we've got, but I will be relentless. I will not stop. There's always more to know, so much about our amazing American past and stories that need to be shared. So I, for one, am going to do my part. I encourage everybody, do your part, read up, keep your powder dry, love a vet, all those things. I think maybe it's cooled down somewhat. There's a breeze.
Yeah.
Back outside. There's a breeze. Feeling good. So we ended up doing a lot more of the inside museum than I thought I was going to, or than I initially told you I was going to. But that is not a bad thing. I love that place. I always get sucked in. I'm always like, we're just gonna go look real quick. And it turns into like, but wait, because there's so many amazing treasures in there. So that's a good thing. You could make a day out of this for sure. It's just that I spend a lot of time here, so cool like that. Kind of our little home away from home. And is that a DeLorean? This is not a drill. Oh my gosh, see? They've got everything here. Okay, but I've never seen a DeLorean here. What the heck? Oh my gosh. One of the best film franchises of all time. We are huge fans. Back to the Future. This is awesome.
What's a plutonium chamber?
That is awesome. We've got to get back to 1985.
Probably.
Oh man. Where's Doc and Marty? So it's zippy. Now what about gas mileage?
That gets, this is 1981.
Yep.
A 6-cylinder.
Yep.
Okay. It has to take premium gas.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
It gets 27 miles. Gallon.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's real nice.
So I should definitely get one.
If you can find one.
How long have you had it?
I've had it almost 20 years.
Oh wow.
I restored it with the barn fire.
Are you a car guy or Back to the Future fan or both or what?
Both,
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time in here. Just do a brief walkthrough so that you guys can get a whole idea of the place. But I have done more extensive videos in here. This is really amazing, and these aren't always open, but they are always open for the special events. And part of the fun here, talking to people, the greatest docents on the planet, all seem to hang out at the American Heritage Museum. And we get talking and that's it. So Met a lot of nice folks today. The gentleman with the DeLorean gave us a lot of information. He was a little offended at first because I said something about them being lemons, and he was like, no, it's very reliable. He's had it for a really long time, and I guess it's never given him a lick of trouble. So I'm sorry to DeLorean owners. I was misinformed. I thought I had heard that they were not the greatest, most reliable, but I guess there was some drama with them in their background and John DeLorean, the creator of the DeLorean, but that does not reflect on the vehicle itself. All I know is it's really cool and is synonymous with one of the greatest film franchises of all time. So there's that. One more look at this bad boy. So cool. If all of the boys down here have fully melted now. It's definitely hot again. Sun out in full glory. Probably gonna have a very sweaty, very tired kid. He told me that he's excited to go home and take a shower and eat dinner, so. It's so great though that they come and do this. I'm very proud of him. Proud mommy moment. My little fellow historian. They're definitely winding down. Camps are being packed up. So I think that is probably going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun. We saw a lot of things, some unexpected things. It's always a great time here. And of course, I'm that history chick, and like Patrick Henry, I know of no way of judging the future but by the past. Past is alive and real here in Hudson, Mass at the American Heritage Museum. Hope you guys can check it out for yourselves. If not, I hope you enjoy these videos where I take you with me. Remember, I'm also on Instagram at @that_historychick, on Facebook at @thathistorychick, and right here on YouTube at @thathistorychick with more content coming your way. Thanks so much for hanging out. We will see you very soon. Take care. And remember to thank a veteran.